everyone, BrickXpert here, and you're looking at the 7140 X-Wing fighter from 1999. Yes, that's right, this set is 18 years old. It's part of the first wave of Star Wars set ever released, and it's the first LEGO X-Wing fighter. The set includes 266 pieces, and back then it retailed for $30. Nowadays you get it new for about $115 and used for about $50. In 2002, the set was re-released as 7142 with only minor modifications, but this one is the original from 1999. Let's take a quick look at the instructions. The cover shows very nice artwork of the X-Wing in action. In the top right corner there's the old Star Wars logo, and where you can see that the minifigures still had yellow faces back then. Well, these instructions look a lot different than instructions from today. One of the most things that's different is that the instructions don't show you which pieces you need for the current step, so you have to figure it out just by looking at the images. Anyways, you can also see the instructions online on service.lego.com. Let's look at the back cover. One thing that was different in the early Star Wars models is that they always came with a bunch of suggestions of what other models you could build from the same pieces, but with no extra instructions. I don't really understand what this is supposed to be, but it looks pretty cool. This one is an alternative spaceship that you can build from the same pieces. And here you see a scene where the X-Wing fighter is being taken apart by the LEGO minifigs. I do have the box for this model, but it's in pretty bad shape because it's very old and it shows a lot of shelf wear. Also, the previous owner of this model seems to have taped it together several times. The artwork of the box is very similar, if not identical, to the artwork we saw in the instruction booklet. On the side you can see a few of the minifigures, and just one more look at the X-Wing fighter in space. And here, beneath the tape, there's the X-Wing fighter one more time, set in scene. The minifigures from left to right are Luke Skywalker, a character called Biggs Darklighter, a Rebel technician, and R2-D2. None of those four minifigures are unique to this set. Luke comes with a nice little helmet print and also has a nicely printed torso. Biggs Darklighter has a different helmet print but the same torso. The Rebel Technician comes in regular tan color, has an interesting face print and also a nice torso print. R2-D2 is the same minifigure that was used until the year 2008, although this is by far the oldest R2-D2 figure in my collection. The three minifigures on the left all come with yellow faces. That's because LEGO Star Wars sets only use flesh tone heads consistently since the year 2005. Looking at those figures from behind, there's really nothing interesting to see. Also, there are no alternate head prints because that is not a thing that LEGO did back then. This set comes with a technical support vehicle steered by the Rebel engineer. The vehicle is made up of 3 different sections. The front section contains the steering console, some flashlights, and some random cargo. The middle section doesn't hold anything interesting at the moment. The last section holds a lot of different tools. You can pull these sections apart like this. But you can't really rearrange the sections in a different order. You can put those together, but then the middle section doesn't fit anywhere anymore. Each section has 4 inverted round 2x2 tiles on the bottom, which reduces friction on surfaces so the model glides easier on the floor. The model looks pretty much the same from the other side. Let's take a look at the main model. There's a pretty piece at the front. Right behind it is a compartment that can be opened and can be used to store very small items. Right here we have the cockpit that can be opened like this. In the cockpit we see Luke Skywalker. He has a printed console item in front of him. Right behind him there's R2-D2. And in contrast to a lot of later LEGO models, he's not sitting sideways, which is amazing. Behind R2, there's another cargo opening. And in there is, it's a little bit hard to see, but in there is Luke's lightsaber in 2 pieces. The set has a stand in the front and in the back, both of which can be easily detached, like this. Here's a nice view of the set from the back. You can really see the 4 engines going. As you would expect, the wings transform into the typical X-Wing form. Here's a look from the front. Doesn't that look awesome? One more look from the side. I really like the look of this model. Given the limited building techniques from 1999, this is a really, really nice model. There are no stickers in the set, everything is printed. The minifigure lineup is nice. I like the inclusion of R2-D2 in this set. The storage compartment in the front was a nice surprise for me, and so was the compartment in the back. Given the part count of 266 pieces, it blew my mind that there was space for the support vehicle. I like how the wings can be transformed into the iconic X-Wing style, which makes it really easy to recognize the set. The set is even easy to recognize in its parked position. Compared to today's sets, the color scheme of this set is a little bit monotone. Also, given the darker tones of the old light gray and old dark gray, it doesn't look as nice as it could be if it were released today. I started collecting Star Wars sets only a few years ago, when the characters already had flesh tone faces. So for me, the yellow faces look a little bit weird. But most importantly, this set is somewhat unstable and parts tend to fall off. That doesn't mean you can't swoosh it around. All in all, I think this is a really nice set. Certainly one of the nicest sets of the first Star Wars wave. It set the bar really high for future Star Wars sets, not all of which have met the standard of this very first X-Wing. So this is it, the very first X-Wing fighter ever. What do you think? Please leave your comments in the comment section, give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, give me a thumbs down if you didn't like it, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.